Hi, I'm Tim Dineen, the die guy with Food Extrusion Dies. This is Die Talks, video number 5, and today we're going to be talking about insert setup. We're going to be talking about precision shimming of the inserts to make the levels exactly right. We're going to talk about the different types of inserts for pins, and we're going to be talking about pin removal tools. So that's what we have today. So, insert shims. What does that mean, precision insert shims? Well, this is a precision insert shim, and it goes around your insert to correct the level to your die face for your knife cut. So what happens is when your die face, your plate wears out or gets grooves in it or what have you, you machine the face of it off, then your insert doesn't sit in there right anymore. And when you're running something and you have to be close on it, your knife is going to hit that coming up. So you most likely to adjust just so it touches, but they don't really touch. There needs to be a little bit of a flex on there, especially for smaller extrusions. So that is why we provide, from Food Extrusion Dies, precision insert shims. And they are made out of stainless steel, so they can be reusable if you take care of them. Obviously, the thinner ones are harder to take care of, but they are reusable. They're made out of stainless. So, insert pin types. What do we mean when we say that? Why is there different types? Well, there's all kinds of different reasons for different types, but there's two basic types of the pins that we like to refer to, and it's a highly technical term. They're called innies and outies. I know, right? So, this one, as you can see, the pin drops down all the way inside of that. And on this one, it's the same diameter on the outside. Why is there different types? Well, when you need something to be more accurate as far as the location of the pin in the hole, the innie, or the one that goes all the way down there, has more radial locating to keep it centered and not twisting around. When you have this type, it doesn't take, a little bit on the side underneath there or something like that, and it can shift it inside there. Usually doesn't make a difference, but on some items it needs to be the other way. And the benefit of these are easier to remove. We usually put a couple of little grooves in each side of there, and you can use, prying tools or pins and pop that out of there without actually touching the pin. On the other one, that one is located, all the way down inside there. But again, it's done for a reason. There's accuracy that the pin has to. Otherwise, you're not making loops. You're making C's or you're having fragmented parts fall apart out of there. So that's the two types of pin types with inserts. And both of these, actually, if you have it on a die plate, not an insert, they'd all be the innies for that. It's only allowed to manufacture them this way if it's on an insert. So these type of pins are also used in die plates. So those are the two type of insert pin types. So pin removal tools. We have lots of different options. We come up with new options all the time. They are based on customers' needs and the type of pin it is. So depending on the way a customer they work to pull things apart or who's doing it, we always have different obstacles to overturn. So where we're at right now is the first one we have, which is one of my favorite. This is called our slide puller. And the way this actually works is, if you can see the grooves in there and the hooks, this actually goes in from the back and you twist it and it locks, and basically and it pulls those pins out of there. Now that can be done on an insert or it can be done on a die plate. But each one of these are specific to the product, the pin you're running out of the back. So it's not like this is an on-the-shelf thing. It's not. So there's that option. That's the puller, slide puller. Another option we have is this piece right here, and it is a two-piece option. Basically, if you can see that right there, it holds your insert. That sits right in there, so it's made for that size of insert, whatever it is, and the pin is inside there. And what this allows you to do is, if you've ever pushed on the pin and tried to do that, you have to actually sit this on something, otherwise that is sitting on the bench also. So what this does is this goes inside here like that. This one's a little bit loose fit, it's gonna fall through anyways. And you are able to push from the face, and it pushes it through, and then it actually drops down inside. So that's option 2. So another option we have is tubes that we manufacture. And the way these work is it goes right through the face of it. And usually when we do that, that way it doesn't damage the delicate tip of the pin. And usually if this is going to be used with one of those pullers, we'll put a little notch right here so this can sit on that and it doesn't expand as it goes over that. So the tubes are another one. Another option I want to tell you, but it's not for the pins, it's actually to remove the inserts. And it is extremely as important as not damaging the pins. The way this works is this is a hardened piece of steel and it is ground on the face completely flat. Because if this wasn't hardened and you kept using this tool, it would get, you know, a little mauled on it and be a little tapered by 1/1000 or so very quickly. Well, if you did that, you would actually be pushing up against this with basically a ball, and you would damage that by a couple of thousandths. It would not take long at all to damage your product. So and then you're just getting slivers out of it, and it's just not forming right. So the way this works is it's made again for your size of die, and you basically sit it on the face of that, and you can tap it out at that point. So basically, that are our insert puller tools and die removal tools. So that has been Die Talks video 5, removal pins, different types of pins and inserts. Don't forget, be the solution. Give us a call. We're always willing to talk to you and work through any solutions you need. Again, Tim Dineen, the Die Guy. I'll see you later.